In this video I want to explain how the slime block engine works. It was discovered by samnrads, and I will link his video in the description, and in the comments someone asked how does this work, and I didn't manage to compress the information into a comment, so I just make a small unlisted video explaining how it works. The step I will explain in this video is what happens when this piston finishes its extension, because what happens is that this piston manages to extend when I get a block event and all that stuff, and that's unusual, but I will just go over the update order. So slime block update order works like this way. You separate everything into lines, so here we have one line and here we have another line, and then you start with the line which is further away from the piston, which would be this line, and then from each line you go from furthest away from the piston towards the piston. So the update order for this would be first this block, then we go down here, then down here, then down here, then we go up here, then we go down here, then down here, and then the piston himself maybe. The first few steps when this piston finishes this extension are not too interesting. And something I should mention is that I use stained glass to represent block 36. So here we have a lot of block 36, the block 36 of the redstone block, the block 36 of the piston base, the block 36 of the piston head. And then it will convert one block at a time. So first of all we will get this block, then we will get this slime block, then we will get this slime block, then we get the iron block. And with the iron block something interesting will happen is he will update this piston. This piston will realize that he is not powered from anywhere, so he will schedule a block event, and I will use stained clay to represent block events. Then now this step is probably the most interesting step of the entire update order, namely this redstone block gets converted from block 36 form into normal form. It will update this piston, and this piston will check whether the blocks in front of him are movable. And as you can see right here, we have 3 movable blocks, and these slime blocks don't stick to anything because these blocks are unmovable. So this slime block structure over here is movable, therefore the piston can move these blocks, and therefore he will schedule a block event. And this is something that's kind of unusual about this particular flying machine, and which is probably the most interesting step. Afterwards we get another slime block and a piston head. With this the extension is already finished, but I will additionally show how these two block events get processed. Because of processing order there will actually be a 1 game tick delay in between here, but that's not real. That's kind of irrelevant here. But basically first this block event down here will get processed, and this piston will converge into block 36 form. He will retract, and then the second block event will get processed, and this piston will check again whether he can move all the blocks. As you can see, he can move all these blocks, and then he will move them. That's basically how this works. And it's kind of interesting that both in this step the piston can move all the blocks in front of him, and in this step he can also move all the blocks in front of him, and that is what makes this work. While in other contraptions usually there's a different update order where it doesn't work out so nicely. So that's everything. Bye.